This is the most despicable thing white people have ever done.
Beautiful. Very few things in life are as nostalgic as a PS1 era MIDI guitar. If you're looking for further examples of that, there's also Distrega and Digimon Rumble Arena. Both of those are prime examples of PS1 MIDI guitars. But anyway, here we got Bulk Slash for the Saturn. You get to be a cool robot in a city. Yeah, see, just like this. And the fun doesn't end there. Look at this. We got a boob-head lady who's gonna give us advice. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, but we have to accept her advances, which we will. And now we've got a Star Fox-style helper who will pop in and advise us on the situation.
It's a simple fucking economics! Print the product so we can buy the product! Print the product so we can buy the product!
What was that? I think our communicator got hacked or something. So anywho, I feel that this game is a very good showcase of what the Saturn could have done if developers had given it a little more time and energy. Here we have a 2D sprite on a 3-dimensional plane, and it's all totally seamless. The Saturn's VDP-1 chip and VDP-2 are working in tandem in beautiful harmony. The Saturn had so much lost potential, and this just goes to show. We could have had all kinds of cool games like Bulk Slash. And look at this. Well, it's been on screen for a minute already, but you can take to the skies. The whole game doesn't just take place on the ground. Insert 9/11 joke here. It's all so fine and good. Well, not 9/11, but the game itself is all so fine and good. As I mentioned in a different episode, I got in an argument with a Zoomie the other day about Sega games, and, well, if he had seen this, well, honestly, it probably wouldn't have changed his opinions on anything, but would have made me feel better at least. There is some quality stuff hiding out there below the depths. So the goal here is you have to find your 5 targets hidden throughout the map, and they're pretty well defended, especially in the later levels, because whoever's running this operation does not want you smashing those targets. The fact that this game was never released internationally is downright criminal. I mean, look at this. Plays way better than the crap that we did get in the US, like fucking Bug the video game, or Mr. Bones. I don't think this would have saved the system, but I think it would have at least boosted the numbers a little bit. There's a lot of commonalities between the Sega Saturn and the SNES in that the Japanese were very stingy about what games we managed to get over here in white people land. I recently looked into the SNES's import library a bit more, and there was a ton of stuff that we didn't even get. They got this one really cool RPG over there called Live a Live, where there's 7 different campaigns you can pick from, and each one's totally different. There's like a wrestler campaign and a cowboy campaign, and kind of like Octopath Traveler in a sense, except not boring garbage. And we never got that one over here in Freedom Land. You sneaky Japanese people and all your good video games that you've been hiding from us over the years. What else do you think is out there? That darn communicator keeps getting hacked. I don't know what's going on here. All these weird people showing up on what I thought was a secured line. I think somebody's trying to sabotage the mission. Anyway, so here's an interesting story, well, a semi-interesting story about me. Don't you want to hear the semi-interesting tales of the things that I do when I'm not shouting into a microphone? So, here's the story. So yesterday I was going to get my hair cut. Yeah, real interesting. And anyway, the people, I guess, having their haircuts before me the people scheduled before me was a pair of lesbians. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they were very stereotypical lesbians. They fit that lifestyle very well. And anyway, one of them changed into a separate pair of shoes as they were leaving, and holy crap, look at that thing. Some Ghidorah type shit. Anyway, one of them brought a separate pair of shoes just to get a haircut, and I just found that rather odd. The things people do. So here we got a boss battle, huh? That's something that happens in this game also. A big fucking mech. Reminds me of that Sleepy Cast bit about the stressed African man who describes the monkey who comes into the village, and how he hits him with a stick, and big fucking monkey. In this case, it's a big fucking mech stomping around. This joke is going nowhere. Let's talk about something else. So the controls in this are actually far more complicated than they look. I mean, I make it look easy since I'm just a cool badass, but in actuality you have to use R and L to steer in mid-air, and you can use A to switch between being on the ground and in the air, and just ain't workable. I like how they had like a live camera around the boss as it was being blown up, as if to imply that there was a news report on this subject, and people are watching all this shit go down on CNN. Hello, I'm Anderson Cooper, and today there's a big crab wreck stomping out of the city. This is very scary, and it's all Donald Trump's fault. Make sure to vote for Hillary Clinton this November, so let the crab wrecks don't smash our cities. Now, let's not get political on this humble Let's Play channel. That's not what people want. So here's level 2. What was that white guy rap song that had the word level 2 in it? Let's play a sample of that. Hopefully it doesn't get content ID'd. Okay, here we go.
Representing emotion. Introduction to the next level 2. Wild color, wicked flavor like a mountain chew. Get it on, get it on, get it on, get it on, get it on.
Truthfully, I don't know if those lyrics were even audible over the instrumentation, but he said something about level 2, so I guess that's kinda related. I just wanted an excuse to play some drum and bass. I've been in a very drum and bass type of mood the past couple of days. I miss the drum and bass era of video games. I mean, you still have the occasional video game that'll do those types of songs, but it's really only relegated to racing games. It seems like the genre really hit its peak in the late 90s when video games would just slap drum and bass in literally any genre of game. They'd put that shit in like Bomberman or Klonoa. Didn't matter what the game was, just put some good old-fashioned jungle in there. And it was glorious. Better times. So, since this is a mech-themed game, let's have a thoughtful discussion about mech-themed animes. It's related, you see. Well, to be quite honest, I don't actually know a whole lot about mech-themed animes. I'm aware of Gundam. I guess that's really the most basic one. That's not much of a recommendation. I mean, I remember seeing it maybe a few times during Toonami's afternoon lineup in 2002, where they would play it alongside DBZ and Hamtaro. That was a fun time for television. You'd come home from school and they'd have a bunch of kick-ass anime playing at 4 in the afternoon, and not like modern Toonami where you gotta wait until friggin' midnight, and you can just see it on Crunchyroll whenever you want anyway. No wonder Toonami's dead. Anyway, staying on topic, so yeah, I guess Gundam is one of them. There's also Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I guess in a sense that's not really a mech anime, because it kind of turns into a different thing towards the end. That I don't even know if I'd recommend that at all. I mean, that shit's crazy. I think Genlock was another one, but I never saw it, so I guess I Can't really recommend it. This was kind of a dumb thing to talk about, wasn't it? I'm completely uneducated on this topic. Okay, this is gonna be a tough spot here. That thing is pretty darn well defended. Cannons everywhere. Well, I guess it wasn't that bad. No, go back and pick up the health, you fool. What are you doing? I'm thinking 6 moves ahead. If I can start backseat gaming my own videos, then by the time this comes out, all those gross Let's Play people won't have a leg to stand on. I've seen enough of the big Let's Play channels to know that you have to be very delicate with Let's Play fans. They're a sensitive people. Oh my god, Edward Hanson didn't press B. My life is a lie. Wow, look at that thing. When I look at designs like that, it just pains me in a sense to think that this game never got an international release. Such brilliant and inspired mech designs, and they were just wasted on something that no one would ever get to see. All because of a certain someone who worked at Sega. It's not like the PS1 could have even done this game if they tried to port it. I mean, they could have had something similar, but aesthetically it would have been different because this game was fine-tuned to the Saturn's strengths. If they tried to do this on the PS1, everything would be all wobbly because, you know, it couldn't do 3D so good. This was something that could only exist on this very specific piece of hardware. Okay, well, I think that's enough bulk slash. You get the idea.
Thank you very much. It feels good to. Thank you very much. It feels good to. Scott Bell is the Antichrist.